Mystery of Incarnation, a reflection for Christmas. What time is midnight mass? Once upon a time in our church, when there were priests aplenty and multiple Catholic churches serving different immigrant populations in our cities and towns, this question made no sense, except as a joke. These days, we scratch our heads and think about it. What did Father say? 8 p.m.? 8:30? 9 o'clock? The current Roman Missal calls it the Mass during the night, distinguishing it from the Vigil Mass, the Mass at dawn, and the Mass during the day. Each of these has its particular set of readings, but the lectionary gives permission for a unique selection to be made from the whole Christmas collection. Often as not, parishes opt for one set of readings, simplifying the work for lectors, deacons, and homilists, with the readings for Mass during the night, think shepherds in the fields, angels in the sky, getting the most airtime. Still, 'tis the season to mine the mystery of incarnation, of God becoming flesh, and get a sense of what this great mystery of our faith might mean now, today. Most often, we focus exclusively on the events surrounding the conception and birth of Jesus, but the mystery of incarnation goes all the way back to the beginning of time and extends forward to the end of it, as the thoughts and dreams of the Creator become material reality in this unfolding universe. Oh dear, incarnation just got too vast and complicated to contemplate. Stories, songs, and poetry, literary forms that speak to our hearts through image and metaphor, help us to make some sense of mystery. Permit me to share a bit of midrash, that is, imaginative retelling of a scripture story, based on the seldom heard Gospel for Christmas Mass during the day, John 1 through 18. In the beginning was the Word, and the creation accounts from Genesis 1 and 2. This brief reflection helped me to reimagine and broaden my understanding of incarnation. So here goes. God was alone in the void. The Eternal One longed for something other than God's self to share the darkness. And so God spoke, and the word that came forth from the One was God too. The Word, once begotten, got busy creating the world, while the life-giving breath of God blew about and filled everything that the Word called into being. Finally, the time came to create that special something, that someone to share the life of God. So the Word called forth humans, little words with a void inside for God to fill, fragile creatures of earth brought to life by the breath of God. God made them free to love their Creator, but free also to break the heart of God. And so they did often, and broke their own little hearts in the process. But God expected this. So the One took the deepest breath of all and sent forth the Word into a single human being. And this one loved like no other, and lived in God as God had intended for all human beings. Jesus is not an afterthought, a mere remedy for human sin. God intends from the beginning to become human, to enter into the human family in this intimate, incarnate way. In Jesus, the God of the universe lives a fully human life, from birth to death, from womb to tomb, and beyond. The holy breath of God, the life-giving spirit of the divine, implicit in all creation, becomes explicit in Jesus, the Word made flesh. And so we honor the incarnation, the emptying of mystery into our history, in this extended season of Advent, Christmas, Epiphany.